And I mentioned at the top of the telecast, this team has 6 wins already, 6 out of the first 8. And what a bonus when you can win early on the road.
I'm wondering if Rashid and Kwame got together and said, look, you don't wear your headband, I won't wear mine.
Fashion thing tonight. Early. Prince. And Lamar did a good job as it's tapped out by Murray, went right to Fish. That was a difficult shot because of the length of Lamar.
As it is just about every night. There are some interesting matchups.
Kwame goes strong, and he does. Fish gave him a beautiful feed. 2-0 Lakers to start.
And that's the way Kwame should finish every attempt.
The first turnover of the game. The Lakers with too many overall. But Derek Fisher, the guy just turned it over, said everybody's trying to make the extra pass and almost unselfish to a fault. That time it just got away on the dribble penetration. Hamilton finds Prince inside the arc, and we're all leaving it 2. Young man from Los Angeles, Dominguez High School in Compton, Tayshaun Prince.
His foot on the line.
Now a little pick and roll game. Brian Cook free for his 3. Not a bad way to begin your first start of the season. 5-2 Lakers.
He's trying to send a message to Phil Jackson. Phil, I can still shoot the ball. Can you find just a couple of minutes for me? That's the reason Kwame starts. Phil Jackson loves his defense.
And he can be a beast on the boards. Now the good spin. And Lamar banks it in. Did he get away with an extra step?
This is the NBA. How can you have an extra step?
Well, the other night, they were calling the walk. Yeah. Tonight, they may not call the walk. The paw in the face in the process. Murray, beautiful crossover. Flip Murray.
That's what Flip Murray can do. He is an offensive player. He can break you down off the dribble.
Royal pain to the neck. They've taken 7 of the last 9, 3 of the last 4 over the last 2 seasons. Got caught in the air, and look at this. I'll take it if you're not going to guard me, and that's the case for Flip Murray because he wanted to pass the basketball.
Offensive rebounding. The Pistons, especially Tayshaun Prince, McZeal, they will hit the glass.
Kwame helped out. It left up, and nobody rotated over to help him out. He went after Prince. That freed up Rasheed Wallace, and it's 9-8. So points in the paint early. Good drive by Fish. Go to the line. Yes. And he'll look for the 3-point play. He had a beat on the baseline, didn't he?
Well, who they give the foul to here? If that's on Richard Hamilton, that would be his second.
Take it. So Aaron Aflalo, the former UCLA Bruin who started the first 2 games of the year. Rip Hamilton was away at birth of his baby boy. He takes over. Kobe up against Aflalo. And on the follow-up, Aflalo stayed right there.
That was a play where Kobe really, after he got it back after the fumble, wanted to pass it. They took it away, and while in the air, he had to get rid of the ball.
Kwame gambled. Wallace, the easy layup.
That's what we call the suicide steal. And the reason for that is, if you don't get it, it's over.
Kevin Durant going to be something else. Flip Murray and 2 Lakers. Boy, do you like that? When guys are that hungry, going after the rebound. Kobe leaving it off because Aflalo was right there on his strong side. Brian Cook. And a break. He'll go to the line to shoot 2.
I tell you where the Lakers are getting themselves some opportunities here. I mean,
at the defensive end of the floor.
They're asking about Kobe's play. Come on.
Yeah, well, they've been looking at the numbers, and the first thing they brought up was 8 boards a game.
6 assists, block shots.
Taken away. Good read and a good switch. Kobe helped out. Went. And Fish took it away going into the corner. Brian Cook, 3-pointer. Yes! Lakers 19-10. An early 9-point lead, 8 for Cook.
You make the choice where you've got a guy that's going to catch and finish with the regularity. Lamar picks up the steal in transition. Gets right back to Lamar. Gets fouled. More free throws coming to the Lakers. Well, this is just good help defense, and that time wasn't really help defense. Lamar did it all by himself.
Oh, so you're saying it was a perfect trail pass?
Give him an assist. I'm gonna give him an assist for this one.
I think officially he's guaranteed one. That's the first miss at the free throw line tonight for the Lakers. They are 8 of 9. His length on it. And look at his eagerness at that end of the floor. Tracking Tayshaun Prince through the check. Air ball. And that top back seal. You say those air balls are tough to judge. So the Lakers up by 8 with an opportunity for more. And on the dive, it's Lamar. Little baby. Yep. Finger rolls it home. 22-12. So the Lakers at 50%.
That's more to his liking.
They got a mismatch inside if they can find Maxey, but they go the opposite side.
This is where they got to run their offense.
And gonna be an airball. Will they get it off in time? Yes. And Murray beats the shot clock. That was good recognition by Flip Murray. He had to get rid of it for the field. But at the free throw line, they are 9 of 11 after that miss. So we're inside the final 2. 9-point lead at 23-14. Because you know they'll pick it up offensively. Detroit's going to get theirs, and Aflalo on the run lost Mo Evans.
You see, those are the kind of breakdowns defensively that Phil Jackson will not put up with.
Farmar probing against Murray. It'll be Radmanovic. Vlade, and he wanted to go inside to Evans, who hit the deck.
Yeah, right. Nice fake inside. Said, go ahead, fall down so I can get this 3.
Yeah, give myself an assist.
He was looking for Maurice Evans, and Maurice did hit the floor.
Prince, quick step, and it'll be a couple of free throws. Normally, Prince just gets that one easily. But instead, it was off the front of the rim. The Lakers by 10, and they get their first free throws of the game, but it took them almost a lead by 9.
I hope the Lakers don't get too happy because they got an 8-point lead here. I mean, this game is far from over. They have got to continually stay focused and play with the same aggression throughout the contest.
Well, the second unit has been a catalyst for spurts, and here comes Farmar beating Murray, setting up Radmanovic. Tough that he didn't get the assist, but because of the pressure by Kwame, the Lakers are going to get a second chance. Wallace couldn't hang on.
Well, you got Rashid's another one of those bigs that has very small hands. He got that right hand on it, but he couldn't hold on, and Lakers get a fresh 24.
Mo Evans, quick catch and shoot, going to be way off, and Radmanovic will give them a third opportunity. Farmar didn't want to settle underneath. And man got him while it was still up there. Amir Johnson has it taken away almost. Didn't want to dribble it, but he has to. It'll be Prince. And a real nice kick off the front of the rim on a short one by Tayshaun Prince. So all of a sudden, Prince has 6. It is down to 6. The line has a lot to do with it. It's a team that just won at Golden State, and they came back from a 22-point first half deficit. Farmar fills it up. So back to 9. Jordan Farmar. One of the pleasant developments for the Lakers coming in 9 and 3 with a couple of assists a game. They'll play for the final shot. The Lakers defense has forced the turnovers. That's been a big spark. Murray on the run. And it'll go out of bounds back to the Lakers. So Farmar tried to keep up with them, and Flip Murray can play at that end of the floor.
Yeah, that's the end that he prefers. But he's not unlike most players.
Farmar didn't get it off in time. And the Lakers will go to the break with a nice early cushion.
Well, nice job by the Lakers second unit to come in and continue with the same kind of aggression. Even though they didn't shoot the ball extremely well, they shot it well enough to go to the second with their team ahead by 9.
That was the second unit. They got it to 13 at halftime for them. Luke Walton wants to go, and that's a nice entry for Andrew Bynum. Andrew strong with a dunk. Man, he wanted that, baby.
Well, he's learned this year. I mean, I can't say enough about how he has attacked the rim with aggression.
Oh, like we saw in the first.
The Lakers are going to need him, shooting under 40% from the field.
Isolation play. Andrew Bynum going up and following his own. He'll go to the line to shoot 2. Well, he's averaging 10 and 10. He's in the top 20 in boards in the NBA, and you can understand why with that kind of aggressive work. Cheek Som, who the Lakers sent to the Pistons for Mo Evans before the start of last season. He's in there, so they're 3 deep now because McDyess is hurt. To the top. Farmar on the break. It'll be Radmanovic for 3. And real short, but Farmar kept it alive. It goes over to Hunter. Pistons have numbers. And an easy one for Jarvis Hayes. Well, the Lakers have had some good looks. They only 35%.
In order to keep his job this season, but I think getting to a championship is a little bigger than a rabbit, guys.
Bill Michael, 53 and 29 last year as Hayes makes the extra pass. And Amir Johnson is fouled from behind. He'll shoot 2. Luke Walton with a foul. 8:40 left in the first half. The Lakers still up 35-27, up by 8. despite the 32%. And the Lakers, they are third worst in the NBA when it comes to holding on to the basketball. They average 18 over the first 7. Lamar working against Hamilton. And it will be blocked away. Put back to Lamar Odom after Amir Johnson, make a cheek Sam rather, came over and blocked it away.
Lamar gobbled that ball up when it hit the floor so fast. Andrew reached for it, but it was gone by the time his hand got there.
Whistle the Lakers for their second turnover. That's after 21 a couple of nights ago. They only had 7 in the first half. They made up for it, unfortunately, in the second half. Lamar forcing the issue with Murray. Cheek Sam. And a little fall away for the guy. He's a long one to say the least.
Yeah, he's definitely a long one.
He almost palmed the basketball. He lost it anyway. Lamar on the crossover, right by Johnson. It was on the window. No. Ooh. It looked like it was already there. Now the numbers favoring the Pistons. Rip Hamilton blocked away by Walton. It'll go the other way. And the Lakers now big-time numbers. Bynum show and go. Lamar with the stuff. He'll take it home.
Whoa. I like this. When we get a moment, we want to look at that last block again.
Timeout, Detroit. We'll have a moment. I guarantee you when we come back.
Well, I hope we will. 6:32 to play. The fans on their feet. They like the transition game. They like the excitement that Lamar just showed them on the last one. We don't have to wait till we come back to see that last block. Or do we? Yep, I guess we do, because Kobe gets the assist. As Lamar says, let me take this and show and go. Down by 10. Kobe hasn't scored a basket yet.
He's 0 for 3. He's got 2 free throws. That was very early in the contest. Hayes. And Jarvis Hayes on a little floater on the baseline. Makes it an 8-point deficit. Lakers will take their time in the half-court set. As Andrew working hard. Spinning away. Coming out where Kobe could have had a path over to the left side. Now he does. Up and under. What a lesson by Kobe Bryant.
Footwork.
41-31.
Footwork.
But Murray thought he had taken it away, at least that space.
You know what happens when you think you weaken the team.
Mismatch. Hayes with a fall away over Derek Fisher. He improved his distance last year. He took a lot more threes last year.
Out of 4.
Now Kobe. Jumping it back for Andrew Bynum. That was a collision waiting to happen inside. Amir Johnson got to it. Hayes on the lead to keep it away from Lamar. So all of a sudden it's down to 6. Lakers only 34%, 50%. Hayes will only averages 7 a game. Repost, Andrew Bynum. Frustrated with Cheek Sam with the left hand that time. Follows his own and on its way down to the count that time. Sam with the goaltender, and Andrew frustrated too. He thought he was hit at least a little bit. Lamar has Hamilton. Jarvis Hayes.
That's where they need to go right there.
Said it, and I talked about it when I looked at his numbers from beyond the arc. I was surprised last year he was very efficient back there, and he wasn't that kind of player. And that was the little up and under step through. He has been long. Nifty move and no finish for Flip Murray.
Yeah, there it is. $1 million move and a nickel finish.
Kobe sizing things up. Lamar takes it away from 2 Pistons. Right back. Thought he got contact. He'll take the bucket. 46-38. How about 14 for Lamar with 6 boards? Rasheed Wallace is going to be coming back.
You have to keep your eyes on the chicken fighting that goes on with Rip Hamilton and Kobe.
Tayshaun Prince. He got Lamar on his heels that time.
You know, they're shooting 50% from the floor.
7 of the free throw line. Kobe, nifty move. Now he gives it up. But to split the double, Prince the difference. And back-to-back buckets for Tayshaun Prince, and all of a sudden, just like that, double figures for Prince and a 4-point lead. That's all it is for the Lakers.
Yeah, Phil Jackson is up. He wants a timeout. He needs a timeout. He's got to talk to his troops because they just haven't been in sync offensively. It's a good thing, as we talked about, their defense has been there for them. 2 minutes, 25 to play as Kobe gets his first basket of the game on a footwork move. Just work him over, number 24. 11 times, but obviously the Piston defense is doing something, holding the Lakers to 33% shooting.
Yeah, put them in a difficult position. Going to be cupped and put home by Flip Murray. Timed it and stayed up there with some hang time. Good spot. Kobe off the corner pick. Long three. Too strong. And in the battle, Hayes wins it, keeping Luke away from the basketball. So they can tie it or take the lead. Shooting 51%. And there's the tie from Rip Hamilton. A wide open look. It is all even at 46 on a 22-9 run by the Pistons. They've done this without Rasheed Wallace, don't forget. Jarvis Hayes not close, and the Lakers not a 2-for-1 at this point. They'll take their time. So the second quarter dominated by the Pistons. And methodically, it's chipped away at the Lakers' advantage. Kobe on the spin. And now Lamar. It'll be Kwame, and it'll be a 3-second violation? No. It'll be a foul on the shove before the pass. And Lamar will go to the free throw line. 18 attempts so far. They hit on 15. Pistons 7 of 8. Lamar makes it 16 out of 19. For a team that's barely at 72, 73%, 84% sounds pretty good. Final shot coming up the Pistons. The Lakers go to the locker room with a lead. Murray in trouble. And hard off the heel as Luke came out to impact the shot by Rip Hamilton. But not a strong second 12 minutes, to say the least, for the Lakers. They couldn't get it together. No continuity offensively, but they go to the locker room still up by 2. In fact, final 9 minutes, the Pistons won the half by 9. 48 or second quarter at least. 48-46 to rise. Inside of 10 of the shot clock.
See, there's no fluidity to the Piston offense right now either.
There's a challenge, but blown the layup, and it goes right now to Matt Seal. And emphatically, he ties it at 48. So that's the way it begins for the Lakers. To Flalo, Amir Johnson, Cheek Sam. And the way it kept them in the game. And Matt Seal, only in his 3rd year, and he's starting for McDyess. Fish, baseline, favorite spot. Derek Fisher gets his 2nd basket of the game on his 7th try.
Great job by Derek. Got a half step on his defender.
The Lakers back up by a couple. A lot of congestion to free up Rip Hamilton. That was Rasheed Wallace over there, and kind of picked off Kobe, washed him down. The Lakers could see a lot of trips to the line if they continue to attack.
Well, they better get to the line because they can't make anything from the field.
And they're doing a good job from the line. 85%. So far, almost 86% of the free throw line. Rip Hamilton getting that 2-3 steps with the dribble. Just to get it together.
Coming off that curl play, they set those screens for him. He has the option of coming out either side.
Brian Cook real short, but Lamar gets it back. Fish inside the arc. And it continues, but a break for the Lakers. A 3rd try at the offensive end. Fish on the handoff. And Kwame set it up. 55-54. Only 8 assists for the Lakers because they only have 16. And they only have 16 makes.
I was you can't. That won't get it done.
And a 1-point deficit. Brian Cook. Bad pass. Get a break. And on the spin to the step back. Lucky to get the rim. Lamar tips it and gets it. 2nd time. He kept it alive for himself.
Well, Lamar is doing the job,
right.
I tell you.
That's 18 now, Stu.
18 and 12.
That's on only 8 shots. Pistons, as long as the Lakers aren't breaking anything down, they'll stay in the zone. And it's going to be a defensive 3 on Amir Johnson.
Ooh, he wasn't even in the paint.
He jumped out, but Gary Zielinski caught him.
Wow.
That's a quick one, isn't it?
Yeah, I'd like to put a clock on that one.
It's funny that we can watch guys 5 and 6 and even 7 seconds in the paint at the offensive end.
Yeah.
And they'll get somebody defensively for less than 3. It's tied at 57. 19 of 22 for the Lakers. There's a plus.
It's going to look pretty if they can get the W.
Kobe off the Kwame pick. Stay in the zone. Kobe finally. Good look. Right about 20 feet away, straight away. Lakers by 2. Kobe's 2nd basket of the game in 27 minutes. Point lead is big. 60-57. Kobe, little fall away. Coming up short. Amir Johnson. Boy, did he get up there. Young man is going to be a talent. A lot of natural ability. And this is truly his rookie year. 3.5 left. Murray goes to the line and creates a 3-point opportunity. So Flip Murray starting in place of Chauncey Billups has 11. Good pass for Brian Cook. But Brian Cook trying to stay with it. It'll be blocked by Johnson, and Johnson rips it away from behind. That's Amir Johnson again. Almost walked with the basketball. Got it off to Prince. So tied at 60. Aaron Aflalo for the lead, and he's got it. So the former Bruin with his first basket of the game, putting Detroit on top and making his second. He's 2 of 3. The Lakers stay with the play. Kobe. And Kwame will reverse it. That's a break. I thought it was going out of bounds with that pass. Brian Cook, shining 3, hard off the heel right to Farmar. Kobe beyond the arc. Can anybody get it going? Behind the back, Lamar. He is blocked by Johnson, and finally a foul is called. And boy, did that look like they were on top of the basketball.
I was looking at Lamar's left shoulder as he went up. And that's how you get that shoulder stretched. That's the surgically repaired one. Their biggest lead that they've enjoyed there. Their biggest lead thus far has been 3. They're up 2 as we speak.
Rasheed Wallace asking for the ball. And over 20 off the glass does exactly that. So it's up to 4. Timeout. It'll be Farmar for 3. Real short. Across it goes to Aflalo. The zone. They're going to stay in the zone.
They're going to stay in the zone, especially when you're only shooting 27%.
Yeah, the zone hurt the Lakers last year. There were nights they just couldn't figure it out. That's going to be short, but Tayshaun Prince is matched up with Farmar inside. 66-60. A little more than 90 seconds left. 10 of 68 from the field. Man, Kobe finally somebody attacks the paint. And he wanted to foul on Johnson, won't get it. Thought he used the left hand. It was difficult with his right hand. It'll be Aflalo for 3. And out to Wallace. He couldn't get it. Farmar's got it with Lamar. Saves it off. Beautiful touch. Lamar from Radmanovich. Way to run a break.
That's what the Lakers need to do to get themselves going a little bit. Get out in transition. Get the loose ball and sprint.
Anything to change the pace. 4-point game. Flip Murray wide open. Well, the pick and roll, and that was way too easy. Nobody picked up the ball. By 2. Now it's down to 5. Anybody else get a touch? Flip Murray. And little bit of Radmanovich won't get it off in time. The Lakers down by a half dozen through 3.
Well, the Lakers are due to play a quarter. They've yet to play an offensive quarter after 3. They've got 12 more minutes. 12 more minutes to improve on a 5 for 25 third quarter. When you make 5 out of 25 shots, you got to be very lucky to be down by only 6.
Their Farmar will run the show, and they're going to stay in a zone. And the zone won't hurt them, protecting a couple of guys in foul trouble, like Max Seal, who's out there. Hamilton on the bench with 4. Radmanovich free, wide open. And finally, 68-65. Lottie.
And that's the way to get them out of that zone. You got to make a few of those, and they'll get out of the zone.
12 for 67, now 13 for 68. Jarvis Hayes up against Mo Evans. Prince. And blocked away by Bynum. Picked up by Radmanovich. There's the tempo you're looking for. Farmar, the distance, the foul, and almost a little one off the window with the left hand. Couple of free throws coming up.
Andrew Bynum starts it with the blocked shot. Fit in play. Don't spike it into the stands. Good job. Just touched it enough. Your teammates track it down, and that gets Jordan Farmar out in transition. Nice length by Andrew Bynum.
You've got to believe they're going to keep Hamilton on the bench for the first 3-4. Farmar doesn't get both, as Cheek Sam will clear it out.
They've mixed it up pretty efficiently tonight.
Inside of 10 on the shot clock. Andrew Bynum asking for it. Mo Evans will leave it off. Luke's got to make a decision. The runner. And a good decision. It's tied as the Lakers got the first 6 points of the fourth. Even at 68.
Just tied it up on the little runner by Luke Walton. Shot clock was becoming an issue, and that's Luke's version of the teardrop. And he gets it to fall. Nice decision. Avoid the charge and throw it up nice and soft.
So Rip Hamilton, who was 16th in the league,
Get into the line a little bit more.
He's only 3 for 9 for the game. Makes it a 1-point lead for the Pistons. Stops a 6-0 spurt to start the fourth for the Lakers. Pistons have taken 7 of the last 9. Farmar loses Murray. In Radmanovich off the drone penetration. And Bynum wanted it, but good position. And Maxiel lost it. Andrew floats it home. A little baby hook. So Maxiel had the position, but lost the handle.
Boy, look at the Laker bench. Kobe, Brian Cook, Kwame all up cheering on that play.
Look at their opposition, 34-15. They've held up well in a tough schedule. Radmanovich's man fell down. Gets it back. What a break. It fumbled away from Bynum. What a pass by Andrew.
Oh, boy, did you give Andrew an assist on that?
From the shin.
Would you?
From the shin.
Yeah, he assisted on the play, even though he didn't intend to.
Rip Hamilton got away from Evans. Evans tried to recover. Rip Hamilton, the best in the business at that. 9 points. 18 on the shot clock. So plenty of time. Luke Walton got away from Maxiel. Blocked from behind by Maxiel.
Actually, he was trying to pass that after he got into the air, and there was nobody there but red shirts.
Hamilton up against Luke. So that's the way it comes out of the timeout for the Lakers. Jarvis Hayes goes it up inside the arc. It's a deuce. 74-72. He's a totally different shooter now in his 5th year out of Georgia. Rasheed Wallace, the most verbal, the loudest. And it got to him. The second one is hard off the heel. So 1-point lead. Let Murray throws it away. Radmanovich came over. Not a lot of pressure. Farmar. And the Lakers lead off the turnover. 75-74.
See,
Farmar with a half dozen.
That's some of what the Lakers did in the first quarter. They really did a job of pressuring and turning them over.
That was very close to over and back. Murray was right at the half-court line when he made that pass sideways. And taken away. They wanted defense. They got it. Farmar over Murray. And Mo Evans cleans it up. With a hop, skip, and a jump on his way to the bench.
On his way to the bench, he hop-skipped right in front of the Pistons bench. he made a detour to go over in front of Rasheed and company. Great job by Jordan Farmar, though. Exposed the ball just enough, and Jordan's quick hand said, flip. You better do better than that. And Mo Evans, I missed a free throw, but not missing this. When a player hasn't committed his dribble.
Now the Lakers have 3 team fouls compared to 2. So the 2 that you have to watch out for, Wallace and Hamilton. And Farmar, another takeaway. Yes, he'll save it. Bynum, the line. The Lakers go up by 5, 79-74. Bynum on the jam.
Well, forget Bynum on the jam. Jordan Farmar is everywhere right now. His speed, his quickness is a major factor.
With the Lakers just up by 6. So they got to keep playing that level of defense, that kind of energy and intensity. Over the top, Maxiel, and a foul. As they came over to help out, it'll be on Radmanovich. The one shot tonight, he made that. So it's not like they call any plays or they design anything in the half-court set.
Well,
that's why
he'll have 9 points if he makes this on 1 official shot. That's efficiency. He'll pull the chair out from under him if he's not careful.
Now Kobe, Hamilton in this drill. The 3, got it! Little jab step to create space 2, 3 times. He showed patience. Lakers by 7.
Well, the defense got to keep after it. As Rasheed trying to answer.
And did it. So they tack on a 3 from Wallace. Farmar almost turned it over.
Kept his hand on top of the ball.
And they went right back to the zone.
Well, they should have paid a price for that one, though. Rad had a layup, and he didn't attack with any aggression.
Hamilton an edge. And Rip Hamilton with the size, the length over Jordan Farmar in the mismatch. He's got 11. 5 of 11. Only a 2-point Laker lead. So inside of 4.5. Beautiful bounce. Andrew Bynum to Kobe. He'll go to the line looking for the 3-point play.
That was a nice play by Andrew Bynum. Very nice. I mean, this game is all about reading and reacting. He read the overplay on Kobe before he even got the ball and knew the bounce pass was the play to make. He makes it. 3-point opportunity coming on the assist from Andrew Bynum. Nice play.
The 5th foul is called. Check that. It'll be on Rip Hamilton, rather. As Kobe converts. 5-point advantage. Can't lose him, though. Good recovery by Bynum. Let Murray trap Wallace and an air ball. Find him with the run out, and it made a difference. Lamar, nobody stopped the ball with the right hand. Coast to coast, 4 minutes to play, 7-point Laker lead.
It's alive. The right hand, it's alive.
There are rare sightings of the right hand. We found it tonight. More than 3 left. Farmar in the zone again. It's Farmar setting up Lamar, and Kobe
Ball's in play.
Yeah, it is. Radmanovich, look what I found. 3 minutes left. Thank you, Ron Garrettson, for the assist.
The ball, everybody stopped as if the play was over. The official is part of the play.
He got it. He's on the floor.
He's part of the court.
Big play. Murray trying to leave Farmar.
Trying to post him.
On the step back. And Lamar, another big clutch board. Lakers with Wallace behind the play. On the attack, Farmar wide open. Yes! Double-digit lead. 2:26 to play. Timeout Detroit. Kobe on the assist. Farmar with the sweet stroke.
Kobe said, I'll set him up. Jordan, you knock him down. Jordan says, anything you want, big fella.
Then to the floor. Post-up game, Rasheed Wallace. Wide open. Stays out. Wallace is there. And don't give him the 3. Don't foul him on a layup, and the Lakers did. Inside of 2.
Still have to continue playing. You go up by 10, you get that sigh of relief. Game isn't over. Take a sigh of relief when the horn sounds and you're heading for the locker room.
Now it's Kobe. Don't forget the Lakers shoot the rest of the way as well. Shot clock down. Kobe for 3. Yes! Well, minute 42. He's not stopping. 96-85. Lakers match their largest lead of the game. That came very early when they were up by 11. Rip Hamilton. And Kobe almost gets it on the ground. It'll be a jump ball because of the tenacity. And Kobe loves every second of it. Look at him chirping.
Kobe said there's a reason why people think I'm on the all-defensive first team. He stripped the ball, slapped it out of Rip Hamilton's hands, then tipped it and dove on top of Rip. Rip's on the ground, and they never call that a loose ball foul, do they? Kobe says, yeah, I like it. Kobe's gotten into it, that long three-pointer. Gave him an 11-point lead. He says, yeah, I'm back. Lamar or...
And it'll be Radmanovich. Unfortunately, he didn't throw it in the backcourt. Fresh shot clock for the Lakers. They can take their time. Lamar takes one. Gets one! A triple for Lamar, and that's all she wrote, baby.
Oh, wow.
99-85 Lakers.
You smoking cigars already?
Wrong town. It'll be a hold, they say, on Kobe. Hamilton goes to the line with a minute 11 to play. Aho, Orange Lutheran. Good matchup tonight. That is right after Lakers Live. Downtown Los Angeles. Now, clock management.
Yeah, now you definitely use clock management.
Andrew Bynum in the post. Wallace knocked it away. Minute to play. 99-87. Look out. Don't give him the triple. And a wide open look for Hamilton. Yep, 54.1 to play. Lakers still by 9. The only way you can lose this is if you give it away. Kobe, the distance. So Kobe puts him up by 11. I know it's safe now.
Why your knees knocking in.
You know, you put doubt in my mind, but I, at 14, tried to get to me. And there'll be a late call. Murray will go to the line.
Man, Flip, he went to the rim with a purpose on that one.
Let's see, 2 losses make it 3, 40 and 18. Everybody thought that they were going to wilt through the first 9 because 7 of the first 9 against playoff opposition from last year. They've accepted the challenge very nicely.
Well, they've played hard, and that's the main thing.
Farmar, run it out. It'll go over to Bynum. And Andrew will add to his total. So Andrew off the bench tonight with 7 boards, 12 points. He's 10 and 10 coming in. And the Lakers will beat the Pistons tonight at Staples. Max Hill couldn't clean it up. Just get it across
and hatch it.
A night.
Look at the crowd.
All over at Staples. They stuck around for this. They're savoring this, baby.
Yeah, they're really showing their appreciation for really hard work.
Lakers do it. Down the stretch. What a final 12 minutes of regulation. Jordan Farmar, you deserve congratulations, buddy. He turned the game around and came at the defensive end of the floor.
There's no question. Jordan's energy and everything was the difference tonight. I mean, the guy went in and made things happen, and that's what you like to have, especially with a player coming in off the bench.
It's a deeper group, Stu. Farmar, Bynum, there for the final 12 minutes. They were there for the whole fourth quarter. Let's head down now to Patrick O'Neal. Patrick.
Okay, thank you very much, Lamar. That was a tremendous effort. You guys were down 6 points. Start that fourth quarter. The bench really gave you a huge lift tonight.
Yeah, our second unit. You know, this game is a team game, and everyone contributed tonight. That's a tough championship team, even without the players, even without Antonio McDyess and Chauncey Billups, their general. But we were able to withstand and just keep playing well.
That shows a lot for this team. The character, you guys were having a really tough shooting night. You mentioned they were without their big guy and Chauncey Billups. This is a big win. Talk about what it does for your confidence.
It really boosts our confidence, and you know, that's what Kobe brings. Sometimes he just imposes his will on us, and like everybody was able to get into the game. He was able to take Rip Hamilton out the game, and we kind of like fed off his energy tonight. You know, so even when he's not scoring, he does so much for us.
Yeah, that's Kobe just giving you the pat on the head. You had a huge game tonight, Lamar. 25, 14. You were all over the floor. I know the shoulder's feeling a lot better. Just tell me about your effort tonight.
Yeah, I just try to do a little bit of everything. I still feel like I could play so much better. There was a couple of times I turned the ball over and made bad decisions. But, you know, a good statistical game sometimes is a little scary because it kind of hides your mistakes. But I still have a lot of work to do. And, you know, I'm just trying to get better and better.
And the other guy that just walked by right there, another pat, that's Jordan Farmar, young guy, 3 steals in that fourth quarter, hit a big 3. Guy really pushes the tempo and shows a lot of confidence in his game.
Yeah, he's really sparking us right now. He's playing well, and right now we're just focused on a group of guys. We just ride Kobe's coattail. Everyone played well tonight. Brian Cook played well. We had to really step up in the absence of Ronnie, Kwame, Andrew, all those guys played big.
Well, thanks for the time. Great game.
Thanks a lot.
All right, there's L.O. I tell you what, coming off that shoulder surgery, looked really, really strong